in the next hour. You'll learn English while you sleep, or while you rest, or while you do something quiet. This is for you if you understand English, but you want to speak more naturally, faster, and with less effort. If this kind of learning helps you, tap like and subscribe now. It tells YouTube to share these calm practice sessions with more learners, and it helps you keep a daily routine. And if you're listening from another country, leave a comment later with your country and one phrase you liked. I read them. Now, no long introduction. Let's start. Get comfortable. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Breathe in slowly and breathe out. You don't need to study hard. Just listen, and if you want, repeat softly in your mind. Imagine it's early morning. Your alarm goes off, and you open your eyes slowly. You say to yourself, "Okay, I'm up." Repeat softly, "Okay, I'm up." You sit on the edge of the bed and stretch. You look at the time and think, "I've got a little time." Repeat, "I've got a little time." You stand up and walk to the kitchen. You open the fridge, you pause, and you say, "What should I eat?" Repeat, "What should I eat?" You take out eggs, or fruit, or leftovers, and you say, "I'll keep it simple." Repeat, "I'll keep it simple." Now you reach for your phone and check your messages. You whisper, "No new notifications." Good. Repeat, "No new notifications." Good. You make coffee or tea. You take a sip, and you say, "That's exactly what I needed." Repeat slowly, "That's exactly what I needed." Listen to the rhythm, calm, natural, like real life. Now imagine you're getting ready to leave. You're looking for your keys. You check your pocket, you check the table, you say, "Where did I put my keys?" Repeat, "Where did I put my keys?" You find them near the door. You smile a little. "There they are." Repeat, "There they are." You grab your bag and say, "All right, I'm heading out." Repeat, "All right, I'm heading out." Now you step outside. The air is cool. The street is quiet. You see a neighbor. They nod and say, "Morning." You answer, "Morning. How's it going?" Repeat both lines softly. "Morning, morning. How's it going?" Your neighbor replies, "Not bad. Just getting started." You say, "Same here. Have a good one." Repeat, "Not bad. Just getting started. Same here. Have a good one." Notice how short these are. That's real English. Simple words, natural timing. Now imagine you're in the elevator, going down. Someone glances at you and says, "Going to work." You smile and say, "Yeah, busy day." Repeat, "Going to work." "Yeah, busy day." They respond, "Tell me about it." You answer, "At least it's Friday, or maybe. At least the weekend's coming." Repeat one option slowly. "Tell me about it." "At least the weekend's coming." Feel the tone. Friendly, light, not perfect, just human. Now you walk toward a coffee shop. You push the door open. A warm smell, soft music, quiet voices. The barista smiles and says, "Hey there, what can I get started for you?" Repeat, What can I get started for you? You answer naturally. Could I get a latte? Please repeat. Could I get a latte? Please. They ask, hot or iced? You say, iced. Please repeat. Hot or iced, please. They continue. Any sugar, you reply. No, thanks. Just as it is, repeat. Any sugar, no. Thanks. Just as it is. Now, listen to this small extra phrase. Native speakers use all the time. You can add. And could you make it to go repeat? Could you make it to go? The barista says, sure thing. You answer. Thanks. I appreciate it. Repeat. Sure thing. Thanks. I appreciate it. Now slow down and let these words settle. Sure thing. Just as it is. I appreciate it. These are everyday, natural, and polite. Now imagine you're waiting for your drink. Someone beside you says, long line today. You smile and say, yeah, it's pretty packed. Repeat. Long line today. Yeah, it's pretty packed. They say, worth it. Though, you answer, totally, or definitely. Repeat. Worth it. Though, definitely. Short, easy, real. Now you leave the shop, drink in hand. You're walking to the bus stop or the subway. You check the time. You say, I hope I don't miss it. Repeat. I hope I don't miss it. You see the bus arriving. You step on and greet the driver. Hi. The driver nods. Morning. You find a seat and sit down. You exhale and think. Okay, we're moving. Repeat. Okay, we're moving. Now, imagine someone sits next to you and asks, is this seat free? You answer, yeah, go ahead. Repeat. Is this seat free? Yeah, go ahead. They say, thanks. You reply, no problem. Repeat. Thanks. No problem. Now you're close to your stop. You stand up. You move toward the door. You say quietly, this is me. Repeat. This is me. You step off. You walk into your building. You greet the front desk. Hi, how are you? They answer, good. How about you? You say, doing well. Thanks. Repeat softly. Hi, how are you? Good. How about you? Doing well. Thanks. Now you're at work, or at school, or in a shared space. A coworker sees you and says, hey, did you get my message? You respond, yeah, I saw it. I'll get back to you in a bit. Repeat. Did you get my message? I'll get back to you in a bit. They say, no rush. You answer, thanks. I've just got a lot going on this morning. Repeat. No rush. I've got a lot going on this morning. Now, a very common real-life phrase, I'm a little swamped. It means you're very busy. Repeat softly, I'm a little swamped. Put it in a sentence. I'm a little swamped right now, but I'll handle it. Repeat, I'm a little swamped right now, but I'll handle it. Now, imagine your manager or teacher says, can we talk for a minute? You answer, sure. What's up? Repeat. Can we talk for a minute? Sure, what's up? They say, we need to move the meeting to the afternoon. You reply, that works for me. Repeat. We need to move the meeting to the afternoon. That works for me. Now another natural phrase. Sounds good. Repeat. Sounds good. Use it. Sounds good. Just send me the invite. Repeat slowly. Sounds good. Just send me the invite. Now imagine you make a small mistake. Maybe you forgot to attach a file. You message someone. Sorry about that. I missed the attachment. Repeat. Sorry about that. I missed the attachment. You follow with, here it is. Repeat. Here it is. They respond. Got it. Thanks. You say. Of course. Repeat. Got it. Thanks. Of course. Now let's do a gentle listening flow. No pressure. Just listen and absorb. Morning. How's it going? Not bad. Just getting started. Same here. Have a good one. Could I get a latte? Please, hot or iced? Please, no. Thanks. Just as it is. Sure thing. Thanks. I appreciate it. Did you get my message? Yeah, I saw it. I'll get back to you in a bit. No rush? Sounds good. Just send me the invite. Now breathe in and out. As you rest, your brain learns the pattern, the timing, the soft rise in questions, the calm drop in answers. Here are 3 quiet affirmations. Say them softly in your mind, like a whisper. My English is getting smoother. I'm learning the way people actually speak. I'm building confidence. One day at a time. Repeat them gently. Now stay relaxed in the next moment. We'll keep going with more everyday conversations, the kind you hear at lunch, on calls, and in quick, friendly chats. So your listening and speaking feel automatic. Now keep resting. Let the sound of English stay in the background of your mind. If you're awake, you can repeat softly. If you're drifting off, just listen and let your brain pick up the rhythm. Imagine it's late morning, and you're in the middle of your day. Someone walks by your desk or your table and says, Hey, do you have a second? Repeat softly. Do you have a second? You answer, Yeah, what's up? Repeat, Yeah, what's up? They say, Quick question, did you send the email? You reply, Not yet. I'm about to. Repeat. Quick question, not yet. I'm about to. Now another common phrase. I'm about to means you will do it very soon. Repeat softly. I'm about to. You can also say, I'll do it right now. Repeat. I'll do it right now. They smile and say, Perfect. Thank you. You answer, Sure. No problem. Repeat. Perfect. Thank you. Sure. No problem. Now imagine you're on a call. The audio isn't perfect. You lean in and say, Sorry. You cut out for a second. Repeat slowly. You cut out for a second. They respond, Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? You say, Yeah, I can hear you. Repeat. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you. If you missed something, you can say, Could you say that again? Repeat. Could you say that again? Or, Could you repeat that? Repeat. Could you repeat that? Now imagine the call ends. You say, All right. Talk to you later. Repeat. Talk to you later. They reply, sounds good. Repeat, sounds good. Let that feel natural, short, easy, real. Now it's lunchtime. You're with a coworker, a classmate, or a friend. Someone asks, do you want to grab lunch? Repeat, do you want to grab lunch? You answer, yeah, I'm hungry. Where should we go? Repeat, I'm hungry. Where should we go? They say, how about that place around the corner? You reply, yeah, that works. Repeat, how about that place around the corner? That works. You walk in, a server greets you with, hi there, table for two. Repeat, table for two. You answer, yes, please. Repeat, yes, please. They ask, would you like anything to drink? You say, just water for me. Thank you. Repeat, just water for me. Thank you. Now, a very natural ordering moment. You look at the menu and say, I think I'll get the chicken sandwich. Repeat, I think I'll get the chicken sandwich. Your friend says, that sounds good. I might get the salad. Repeat, that sounds good. I might get the salad. The server asks, any allergies or restrictions? You answer, no, I'm good. Repeat, any allergies or restrictions? No, I'm good. Now, the food arrives. You take a bite and say, this is really good. Repeat, this is really good. Your friend says, yeah, it's great. You respond, I'm glad we came. Repeat, I'm glad we came. These are simple phrases, but they're exactly what people say. Now, imagine you're paying. The server asks, together or separate? Repeat, together or separate. You answer, separate. Please. Repeat, separate. Please. They say, no problem. I'll be right back. Repeat, I'll be right back. Now breathe in and out. Next, imagine you're back in your day and you need to coordinate something. Maybe you're planning with a teammate. You say, let's touch base later. Repeat softly, let's touch base later. Touch base means connect briefly. It's very common in work and school settings. Repeat, touch base. You can also say, let's check in later. Repeat, let's check in later. Someone replies, sure, what time works for you? You answer, how about 3? Repeat, what time works for you? How about 3? They say, works for me. Repeat, works for me. Now, imagine you're running errands after work or class. You stop at a grocery store. The worker greets you. Hi, can I help you find anything? Repeat, can I help you find anything? You say, yeah. Do you know where the bread is? Repeat, do you know where the bread is? They answer, aisle 5. You say, thank you. Repeat, aisle 5. Thank you. Now you're at the self-checkout or the cashier. They ask, do you need a bag? Repeat, do you need a bag? You answer, no, thanks. I brought one. Repeat, I brought one. Or you can say, yes, please. Repeat, yes, please. They scan your items. The total appears. You say, that's fine. Repeat, that's fine. They ask, Would you like a receipt? You respond, no, I'm okay. Repeat. Would you like a receipt? No, I'm okay. Now, a small everyday mistake. Maybe you drop something, or you bump into someone. You immediately say, oh, sorry about that. Repeat slowly, sorry about that. They respond, no worries. Repeat, no worries. No worries is a very natural, relaxed way to say it's okay. Repeat softly, no worries. Now imagine you're meeting a friend later. You text them, I'm on my way. Repeat, I'm on my way. They reply, okay, see you soon. You answer, see you in a bit. Repeat, see you soon. See you in a bit. Now you arrive, but you can't find them. You call and say, hey, where are you? Repeat, where are you? They answer, I'm right outside, you say. Okay, I see you. Repeat, I'm right outside. I see you. Now listen to this natural filler phrase that native speakers use constantly. Give me a second. Repeat softly. Give me a second. Use it like this. Give me a second. I'm just parking. Repeat. Give me a second. I'm just parking. Or, give me a second. I'm looking for it. Repeat. I'm looking for it. Now imagine you're in a casual conversation and you need time to think. You say, let me think. Repeat, let me think. Or, that's a good question. Repeat, that's a good question. Now imagine someone asks, do you want to go out tonight? You answer honestly, I'm kind of tired. Repeat softly, I'm kind of tired. Kind of is very natural. It means a little, somewhat. Repeat, kind of. You can also say, I'm pretty tired. Repeat, I'm pretty tired. Or, I might just stay in. Repeat, I might just stay in. They respond, no problem. Another time, you say, yeah, definitely. Let's do it soon. Repeat. Another time, let's do it soon. Now the day slows down. You're home. You take off your shoes. You exhale. You say, I'm finally home. Repeat, I'm finally home. You drop your bag and say, I need to unwind. Repeat, I need to unwind. Unwind means relax after a long day. Repeat softly, unwind. You make something simple to eat. You say, I'm just going to heat this up. Repeat, heat this up. You sit down. You scroll a little. You think, I'll go to bed early tonight. Repeat, I'll go to bed early tonight. Now a calm repetition flow. Just listen. Do you have a second? Yeah? What's up? Sorry, you cut out for a second. Could you repeat that? Do you want to grab lunch? Yeah, I'm hungry. Table for two. Just water for me. Thank you. Together or separate, please. Can I help you find anything? Do you know where the bread is? Do you need a bag? No worries. I'm on my way. Give me a second. Let me think. I might just stay in. I need to unwind. Now breathe slowly, in and out. If you're enjoying this calm practice, subscribe to English in Motion so you can make this part of your nightly routine. And now, stay comfortable. In the next stretch, we'll move into evening conversations, friendly small talk, and the kind of natural phrases people use when they're texting, making plans, and talking about how they really feel. Now let the day soften. The pace slows down. Your mind can relax. And your English can stay light and natural. Imagine it's early evening. You're finishing up work, class, or whatever you've been doing. Someone looks over and says, "Are you all set?" Repeat softly, "Are you all set?" You answer, "Almost. I just need to wrap a couple things up." Repeat, "I just need to wrap a couple things up." Wrap things up means finish. It's very common. Repeat gently. Wrap things up. They say, "No worries. Take your time." You reply, "Thanks. I'll be done soon." Repeat, "Take your time. I'll be done soon." Now you check your phone. A friend messages you, "Hey, are you free tonight?" Repeat, "Are you free tonight?" You respond in a natural way. "I think so." "What's up?" Repeat, "I think so." "What's up?" They say, "Do you want to hang out?" Repeat, "Do you want to hang out?" You answer, "Yeah, I'm down." Repeat slowly, "I'm down." "I'm down" means yes. You're interested. Very natural. Repeat again, "I'm down." Or you can say, "Yeah, I'm up for it." Repeat, "I'm up for it." If you're tired, you can say, honestly, "I'm pretty wiped." Repeat softly, "I'm pretty wiped." Wiped means very tired. Repeat, wiped. You can also say, "I might just take it easy tonight." Repeat, "Take it easy tonight." Now imagine you do want to meet. You text back, "Cool." What did you have in mind? Repeat, "What did you have in mind?" They reply, "Maybe dinner. Nothing fancy." You answer, "Perfect. Low-key sounds good." Repeat, "Nothing fancy." Low-key sounds good. Low-key means relaxed, not a big event. Repeat, low-key. Now you're leaving the building. You say to yourself, "Let's get out of here." Repeat, "Let's get out of here." You step outside. The air is different at night. You breathe out and think, "That was a long day." Repeat, "That was a long day." Now imagine you're commuting. You're in a car, on a train, or walking. Your friend texts again, "What time should we meet?" Repeat, "What time should we meet?" You respond, "How about around 7?" Repeat, "Around 7." They say, "Works for me." You answer, "Great. I'll see you there." Repeat, "I'll see you there." Now, a very real phrase people use when plans might change. "I'll keep you posted." Repeat softly, "I'll keep you posted." Use it in a sentence. "Traffic's a bit rough." "I'll keep you posted." Repeat, "Traffic's a bit rough." Now, another natural phrase, "I'm running late." Repeat, "I'm running late." If you're only a little late, you can say, "I'm running a few minutes behind." Repeat slowly, "A few minutes behind." Now, imagine you arrive at the restaurant. You walk in, and the host says, "Hi, how many?" Repeat, "How many?" You answer, "2. Please." Repeat, "2. Please." They ask, "Do you have a reservation?" Repeat, Do you have a reservation? You say, no, we don't. Is there a wait? Repeat. Is there a wait? The host replies, just about 10 minutes. You answer, no problem. Repeat. Just about 10 minutes. No problem. Now your friend arrives. They smile and say, sorry, I'm late. You respond warmly, you're good. I just got here too. Repeat. You're good. I just got here too. You're good means it's okay. Very natural. Repeat. You're good. You sit down. Your friend looks at you and says, how was your day? Repeat. How was your day? You answer honestly, busy, but not too bad. Repeat. Busy, but not too bad. They say, same. I feel like I've been non-stop. Repeat. I've been non-stop. You reply, yeah, I know what you mean. Repeat. I know what you mean. Now the server comes over and says, can I start you off with something to drink? Repeat. Start you off. You answer, just water for me. Thanks. This is familiar. But now add a natural variation. Water's fine. Repeat. Water's fine. Your friend says, I'll do a lemonade. Repeat. I'll do a lemonade. The server asks, are you ready to order? Or do you need a minute? Repeat. Do you need a minute? You say, we need a minute. Repeat. We need a minute. Then you look at the menu and say, everything looks good. Repeat. Everything looks good. Your friend says, what are you thinking? Repeat. What are you thinking? You answer, I'm leaning toward the pasta. Repeat slowly. I'm leaning toward the pasta. Leaning toward means you're almost choosing it. Repeat. Leaning toward. Your friend says, that sounds solid. Repeat. That sounds solid. Now you're ready. The server returns. All right. What can I get you? Repeat. What can I get you? You say, I'll go with the pasta. Repeat. I'll go with. I'll go with is extremely common for choosing. Repeat. I'll go with the pasta. Your friend says, and I'll get the burger. Repeat. I'll get the burger. The server asks, any sides? Repeat. Any sides? You answer, fries are fine, or a salad. Please, repeat one option. Fries are fine. Now while you wait, you talk. Your friend asks, have you been watching anything good lately? Repeat, anything good lately? You answer, not really. I've been too busy. Repeat, I've been too busy. They say, same. I barely have time to breathe. Repeat, I barely have time to breathe. You laugh softly and respond, we need a break. Repeat, we need a break. Now add a natural, supportive phrase. We'll get through it. Repeat slowly. We'll get through it. Now the food arrives. Your friend looks at their plate and says, this looks amazing. Repeat. This looks amazing. You answer, yeah, it smells so good. Repeat. It smells so good. You take a bite and say, okay, that's really good. Repeat. That's really good. Your friend says, I'm starving. I needed this. Repeat. I needed this. Now a phrase people use when they feel comfortable. This hit the spot. Repeat softly. Hit the spot. Use it. This really hit the spot. Repeat. This really hit the spot. Now imagine after dinner you're deciding what to do. Your friend asks, "Do you want to grab dessert?" Repeat. Grab dessert. You answer, "Maybe." What are you thinking? Repeat. What are you thinking? They say, "Ice cream." You reply, "I could go for ice cream." Repeat slowly. I could go for ice cream. I could go for means you want something. Very natural. Repeat. I could go for that. Now imagine you don't want dessert. You can say, "I'm good. I'm full." Repeat. I'm good. I'm full. Or, "I'm tapped out." Repeat. I'm tapped out. Now you step outside. The night air feels cooler. You say, "That was nice." Repeat. That was nice. Your friend says, "Yeah, I needed that." You answer, "Me too." Repeat. I needed that. Me too. Now a gentle goodbye. Your friend says, "Text me when you get home." Repeat. Text me when you get home. You respond, "I will." Drive safe. Repeat. Drive safe. If you're walking or taking transit, you can say, "Get home safe." Repeat. Get home safe. Now imagine you arrive home. You close the door. The house is quiet. You exhale and say, "Finally." Repeat. Finally. You change into comfortable clothes and think, "I'm going to take a quick shower." Repeat. A quick shower. You look at the time. You say, "I should start winding down." Repeat softly, "Winding down." Now let's add a few calm, everyday emotional phrases. These are real, simple, and powerful. I'm glad I got that done. Repeat. I'm glad I got that done. I'm feeling a lot better now. Repeat. A lot better. I needed some quiet. Repeat. I needed some quiet. And a very common one at night. I'm going to call it a night. Repeat slowly. Call it a night. Now, listen to a smooth conversation flow. Just absorb the music of it. Are you all set almost? I just need to wrap a couple things up. Take your time. Are you free tonight? I think so. What's up? Do you want to hang out? Yeah, I'm down. Do you have a reservation? No. Is there a wait? About 10 minutes. No problem. How was your day? Busy, but not too bad. This looks amazing. This hit the spot. Text me when you get home. I will. Drive safe. I'm going to call it a night. Now breathe in slowly and out. If you're still listening, you're doing it right. This is how your brain starts to respond automatically. Without translating, stay comfortable. Next, we'll move into the kind of English people use at home, with family, with roommates, and in quiet, late-night thoughts. So English starts to feel like your inner voice. Now you're home again. The lights are softer. The sounds are quieter. Let your mind settle into this simple, everyday English. Imagine you walk in and you say, "I'm home." Repeat softly, "I'm home." If someone is there, they answer, "Hey, you're back." You reply, "Yeah, I'm exhausted." Repeat, "Hey, you're back. Yeah, I'm exhausted." Now, a very natural question at home. How was it? Repeat. How was it? You answer, "It was fine. Just a lot." Repeat, "It was fine. Just a lot." Now, imagine you have a roommate, a partner, or family nearby. They ask, "Did you eat yet?" Repeat, "Did you eat yet?" You say, "Not yet. I'm thinking about it." Repeat, "I'm thinking about it." They say, "There's food in the fridge." You answer, "Perfect. I'll grab something in a minute." Repeat, "There's food in the fridge. I'll grab something in a minute." Now, imagine you look around and notice a small mess. You say, "I should clean up a bit." Repeat, "Clean up a bit." Clean up is common, simple, natural. Repeat softly, "Clean up." You pick up a few things and say, "This is getting out of hand." Repeat, "Getting out of hand." That means it's becoming too messy, too much, too stressful. Repeat, "Out of hand." Now imagine you're talking about chores. Someone says, "Can you take out the trash?" Repeat, "Take out the trash." You reply, "Yeah, I'll do it after I eat." Repeat, "After I eat." They say, "Thank you." You answer, "Sure." Repeat, "Thank you." Sure. Now imagine you're making something simple. You open a cabinet and realize you're out of something. You say, "We're out of rice," or "We're out of milk." Repeat one, "We're out of milk." Then you add, "I'll pick some up tomorrow." Repeat, "Pick some up tomorrow." Pick some up means buy and bring it back. Vary every day. Repeat softly, "Pick some up." Now imagine a delivery arrives. You hear a knock. You open the door. The driver says, "Delivery for you." Repeat, "Delivery for you." You answer, "Yeah, that's me." Repeat, "That's me." They hand it to you. You say, "Thanks. Have a good night." Repeat, "Have a good night." Now you close the door and look at the bag. You say, "I'm so hungry." Repeat, "I'm so hungry." You sit down and take a breath. "Okay, let's eat." Repeat softly, "Let's eat." Now, a small home conversation. Someone asks, "Do you want to watch something?" Repeat, "Do you want to watch something?" You answer, "Maybe. I'm not sure." Repeat, "I'm not sure." They ask, "What are you in the mood for?" Repeat, "In the mood for." That's a very natural question. It means, "What do you feel like?" Repeat, "What are you in the mood for?" You answer, "Something light." Repeat, "Something light." Or, "Something funny." Repeat, "Something funny." Or, "Honestly, I don't want to think." Repeat, "I don't want to think." Now imagine you're scrolling and deciding. You say, "Let's just put something on." Repeat, "Put something on." That means start a show, play music, turn on a video. Repeat softly, "Put something on." Now imagine you start a show and the volume is too loud. You say, Can you turn it down a little? Repeat. Turn it down a little. They respond. Yeah. Sorry. You say, it's okay. Repeat. Yeah. Sorry. It's okay. Now imagine the opposite. It's too quiet. You say, I can't hear it. Repeat. I can't hear it. Then, can you turn it up? Repeat. Turn it up. Now you're halfway through the episode and you remember something you forgot. You say, oh, I forgot to reply to that. Repeat. Reply to that. You pick up your phone and text. Sorry. I just saw this. Repeat. I just saw this. That phrase is extremely common. Repeat again, slowly. I just saw this. Now imagine a friend texts, how's your night going? Repeat, how's your night going? You answer, pretty quiet, just relaxing at home. Repeat, pretty quiet, relaxing at home. They say, same. I needed a slow night. Repeat, a slow night. Now you answer, yeah, I'm trying to recharge. Repeat, recharge. Recharge means get your energy back. Repeat softly, recharge. Now imagine you're making plans for the weekend. Your friend asks, are you doing anything Saturday? Repeat, are you doing anything Saturday? You answer, not really. I'm keeping it open. Repeat, keeping it open. That means you don't have plans yet. Repeat, keeping it open. They say, want to meet up. You answer, yeah, I'd like that. Repeat, I'd like that. Then you ask, what time were you thinking? Repeat, what time were you thinking? They reply, maybe late morning. You say, okay, that works. Instead of that, use a different natural response. Say, okay, that's fine with me. Repeat, that's fine with me. Now imagine you're not sure. You can say, let me check and I'll let you know. Repeat slowly, I'll let you know. Now come back to your room. The night is calmer. Your body feels heavier, like it wants rest. Imagine you're brushing your teeth. You look in the mirror and say, I'm tired. Repeat, I'm tired. Now a more natural version. I'm wiped out. Repeat, wiped out. Or, I'm running on empty. Repeat slowly, running on empty. That means you have no energy left. Repeat, on empty. Now imagine you open your laptop or your phone and the internet is slow. You say, the Wi-Fi is acting up. Repeat, acting up. Acting up means not working properly. Repeat, acting up. You try again. You sigh and say, come on. Repeat softly, come on. Then you say, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Repeat, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Now imagine someone asks you a quick question, but you're half asleep. They say, can you help me with this? You answer, not right now. I'm too tired. Repeat, not right now. I'm too tired. A softer version is, can it wait until tomorrow? Repeat, can it wait until tomorrow? Now imagine they say, yeah, that's fine. You reply, thank you. Repeat, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Now let's practice a few small, real home phrases. Just listen. Then repeat in your mind. I'm going to take a quick shower. Repeat. Quick shower. I'm going to change. Repeat. I'm going to change. I'm going to set an alarm. Repeat. Set an alarm. I'm going to charge my phone. Repeat. Charge my phone. Now imagine you're in bed and you suddenly remember something. You say, "Oh no, did I lock the door?" Repeat slowly. Did I lock the door? Then you sit up and say, "Let me check." Repeat. Let me check. You check. It's locked. You exhale. Okay, we're good. Repeat. We're good. That means everything is fine. Very every day. Repeat softly. We're good. Now imagine you're finally comfortable. You turn to one side. You adjust your pillow. You say, "This feels nice." Repeat. This feels nice. Now a very common bedtime phrase. I'm going to turn in. Repeat slowly. Turn in. Turn in means go to bed. Repeat. I'm going to turn in. Now, one more gentle emotional practice. These are thoughts people actually say at night. I did a lot today. Repeat. I did a lot today. I'm proud of myself. Repeat. I'm proud of myself. Tomorrow will be easier. Repeat. Tomorrow will be easier. Now listen to a smooth home life flow. Let it wash over you. I'm home. Did you eat yet? Not yet. I'm thinking about it. Can you take out the trash? Yeah, I'll do it after I eat. Do you want to watch something? What are you in the mood for? Something light. Let's just put something on. Sorry, I just saw this. Pretty quiet. Just relaxing at home. I'm trying to recharge. I'll let you know. The Wi-Fi is acting up. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Did I lock the door? Okay, we're good. I'm going to turn in. Now breathe in slowly and out. If you're still listening, you're building the most important skill, comfortable, automatic English. If this is part of your nightly routine, subscribe to English in Motion so you can keep practicing with new sessions. Stay calm. In the next stretch, we'll move into deeper night English, soft inner thoughts, gentle storytelling, and the kind of simple phrases your mind can absorb while you sleep. Now the room is quiet. The outside world feels far away. Let your breathing slow down, and let English come to you without effort. Imagine you're lying in bed. The lights are off, but your mind is still awake for a moment. You whisper to yourself, "I'm going to sleep soon." Repeat softly, "I'm going to sleep soon." You adjust your blanket and say, "Let me get comfortable." Repeat, "Let me get comfortable." You close your eyes and think, "I don't have to think about anything right now." Repeat slowly, "I don't have to think about anything right now." Now, imagine your phone lights up with a message. You glance at it. It's someone texting late. "Sorry to text so late." Repeat, "Sorry to text so late." You reply in a calm way. "No worries." "What's going on?" Repeat, "What's going on?" They say, "I just wanted to check in." Repeat, "I just wanted to check in." You answer, That's sweet. I'm about to fall asleep. Repeat. I'm about to fall asleep. They respond. Okay. Sleep well. You say. You too. Good night. Repeat. Sleep well. Good night. Now imagine you feel thirsty. You sit up a little and say, I need a sip of water. Repeat softly, a sip of water. You take a drink and you think, okay, better. Repeat, okay, better. Now, let's practice a few real late-night phrases people use when they're tired. I can't keep my eyes open. Repeat, I can't keep my eyes open. I'm fading. Repeat, I'm fading. That's enough for today. Repeat slowly. That's enough for today. I'll deal with it in the morning. Repeat, in the morning. Now imagine you're setting your alarm. You look at the time and say, I have to be up early. Repeat, be up early. You set the alarm and whisper, okay, that's set. Repeat, that's set. Now, a common phrase when you want to make sure, let me double check. Repeat softly, double check. You check again. It's correct. You say, all set. Repeat, all set. Now, imagine your mind starts thinking about tomorrow. Gently bring it back. You say, not right now. Repeat, not right now. Then you say, I'm going to let it go. Repeat slowly, let it go. Now imagine you're sharing a home with someone, and they're still awake. They walk past the door and ask quietly, are you trying to sleep? Repeat, are you trying to sleep? You answer, yeah, I'm almost out. Repeat, I'm almost out. They say, okay, I'll be quiet. You reply, thanks, I appreciate it. Repeat, I'll be quiet. I appreciate it. Now, a gentle phrase people say when they're grateful. That means a lot. Repeat softly. That means a lot. Use it naturally. Thanks. That means a lot. Repeat. That means a lot. Now imagine you remember one small thing you forgot. Maybe you didn't send a message. You think, I should send a quick note. Repeat, a quick note. You type, hey, just wanted to say thanks for today. Repeat slowly, just wanted to say thanks. They reply, of course, anytime. Repeat, anytime. Now you put your phone down and say, okay, no more screens. Repeat, no more screens. Now, listen to the calm rhythm of a bedtime conversation. Sorry to text so late. No worries. What's going on? I just wanted to check in. That's sweet. I'm about to fall asleep. Sleep well. Good night. Now breathe in and out. Imagine your thoughts are slowing down like traffic late at night. Fewer cars, more space, more quiet. Now picture a simple late-night moment. You're in the kitchen for 1 minute. You open a cabinet and say, I just want something small. Repeat, something small. You look at a snack and say, that'll do. Repeat, that'll do. You take a bite and whisper, okay, I'm satisfied. Repeat slowly, I'm satisfied. You wash your hands and say, all right, back to bed. Repeat, back to bed. Now you lie down again. You notice your pillow. You say, This is better. Repeat. This is better. Now, a very real feeling. Sometimes you're tired, but your mind is still active, you say. My brain won't shut off. Repeat. Won't shut off. A calmer way to say it is, my mind is still racing. Repeat slowly. My mind is still racing. Now bring it down with a simple phrase. Slow down. Repeat softly. Slow down. And another, it's okay. Repeat. It's okay. Now imagine you're trying to fall asleep and you hear a sound outside. You pause and say, "What was that?" Repeat. "What was that?" Then you listen. Nothing. You say, "Never mind." Repeat. "Never mind." Now imagine someone in your home says, "Did I wake you?" Repeat. "Did I wake you?" You answer, "No, you're fine." Repeat. "You're fine." Now a phrase people use to reassure. Don't worry about it. Repeat slowly. Don't worry about it. Now let's add a few everyday emotional phrases you can think in English before sleep. These are common, natural, and simple. Today was a lot. Repeat. Today was a lot. But I got through it. Repeat. I got through it. I did what I could. Repeat slowly. I did what I could. Tomorrow is a new day. Repeat. A new day. Now, imagine you're thinking about something awkward you said earlier. You can release it with a phrase like, "It's not a big deal." Repeat, "Not a big deal." Or, "I'm overthinking." Repeat, "I'm overthinking." Then, let it go. Repeat, let it go. Now, imagine you wake up briefly in the middle of the night. This happens. You look at the time and think, "It's still the middle of the night." Repeat slowly, "The middle of the night." You roll over and say, "Go back to sleep." Repeat, "Go back to sleep." You take one deep breath and whisper, "I'm safe. I'm fine." Repeat, "I'm safe. I'm fine." Now let's practice a very common comfort phrase. I'll fall asleep again. Repeat softly, "I'll fall asleep again." Now imagine you're having a gentle, real conversation with yourself. These are the kinds of thoughts people have. In simple English, "I'm tired. I'm okay. I don't need to solve everything tonight. I can rest." Repeat slowly, one line at a time. "I don't need to solve everything tonight." Repeat again, "Everything tonight." Now we'll practice a short set of phrases for quiet reassurance. These are natural and used all the time. It can wait. Repeat, "It can wait." I'll handle it tomorrow. Repeat, "I'll handle it tomorrow." For now, I'm resting. Repeat slowly. For now, I'm resting. Now, listen to this late night flow. Just listen. Let it settle into your memory. I have to be up early. Okay, that's set. Let me double check. All set. My mind is still racing. Slow down. It's okay. It can wait. I'll handle it tomorrow. I just wanted to say thanks for today. Anytime. That means a lot. Now breathe in again and out. If you're enjoying this kind of quiet, real-life English, stay with me And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to English in Motion so you can come back to this whenever you want, especially at night. Now, imagine the next morning is coming, but you're not there yet. Right now, you're simply listening. Your brain is picking up patterns. Your ear is learning what sounds normal. Your mouth is learning without moving. Say these 3 sentences softly in your mind, like a calm promise. I'm learning natural English. I'm building real habits. I'm getting more confident every day. Repeat slowly. Now let yourself drift. In the next stretch, we'll move into morning conversations again, but with new variations, new daily situations, and more realistic speaking practice that feels like real life, not a textbook. Now the night is still, your breathing is slow, and English can move through your mind like a quiet radio in the background. Imagine morning comes gently, not rushed, not loud, just light. You open your eyes and think, "What time is it?" Repeat softly, "What time is it?" You check your phone and say, "Okay, I've got time." Repeat, "I've got time." You sit up and whisper, "Let's take it slow." Repeat, "Let's take it slow." You stand, stretch, and head to the bathroom. You look in the mirror and say, "All right, let's do this." Repeat, "Let's do this." Now you're getting dressed, choosing what to wear. You say, "This works." Repeat, "This works." You grab your bag and you think, "Did I pack everything?" Repeat slowly, "Did I pack everything?" You check wallet, keys, phone, and you say, "All good." Repeat, "All good." Now you step outside. The morning air hits your face. You look up and say, "It's chilly today." Repeat, "It's chilly today." Or you can say, "It's warmer than I expected." Repeat, "Warmer than I expected." A neighbor passes by and says, "Looks like it might rain." Repeat, "Looks like it might rain." You answer, "Yeah, I brought an umbrella just in case." Repeat, "Just in case." Just in case is one of the most common phrases in daily English. Repeat softly, "Just in case." Now imagine you're on your way to work or class. You realize you're a little early. You say, "I'm early for once." Repeat, "For once." For once means this is unusual, but it happened. Repeat, "I'm early for once." You stop by a small store to grab something. The cashier looks up and says, "Hey, how are you?" Repeat, "How are you?" You answer, "Good. How about you?" Repeat, "How about you?" They reply, "Can't complain." Repeat softly, "Can't complain." You smile and say, "Yeah, same." Repeat, "Yeah, same." Now you're paying, and the machine asks you a question. The cashier says, "It's going to ask you a question on the screen." Repeat slowly, "On the screen." You look and press a button. You say, "There we go." Repeat, "There we go." Now imagine you're in a small rush. You look at the time and say, "I've got to move." Repeat, "I've got to move." You get to the bus stop or station. Someone asks, Is this the line for downtown? Repeat. Is this the line for downtown? You answer, yeah, I think so. Repeat, I think so. Then you add, but I'm not 100% sure. Repeat, not 100% sure. Now, a helpful phrase. You might want to double check. Repeat, double check. They say, good idea, thanks. You reply, no problem. Repeat, good idea, thanks, no problem. Now imagine you arrive at your destination. You walk in and see someone you know. They say, hey, you made it. Repeat, you made it. You answer, yeah, barely. Repeat softly, barely. Barely means just in time. Almost not. Repeat, barely. Now your morning continues. Someone asks you, do you have any plans later? Repeat, any plans later? You answer, not really. I'm keeping it simple today. Repeat, keeping it simple. Now imagine you have an appointment, maybe a dentist, a haircut, a meeting, anything normal. You check your calendar and say, I've got an appointment at 2. Repeat, an appointment at 2. You arrive and the receptionist says, hi, do you have an appointment? Repeat, do you have an appointment? You answer, yes. It's under my name. Repeat, under my name. They say, great. Could you fill this out? Repeat, could you fill this out? You respond, sure. Repeat, sure. Then you wait. The waiting room is quiet. You look around and think, this is going to take a while. Repeat slowly, take a while. Now, a very common phrase when you're waiting, no rush. Repeat, no rush. But if you're in a hurry, you might say, do you know how long the wait is? Repeat, how long the wait is? They answer, about 15 minutes, you say. Okay, thanks. Repeat, about 15 minutes. Okay, thanks. Now imagine plans change. You get a message, something came up. You need to move your appointment, you say. I need to reschedule. Repeat slowly, reschedule. You call and say, hi, I need to reschedule my appointment. Repeat, I need to reschedule my appointment. They ask, what day works for you? Repeat, what day works for you? You answer, do you have anything available on Thursday? Repeat, anything available on Thursday? They respond, we have an opening at 3:30. You say, that works. Repeat, we have an opening. That works. Now imagine you're shopping later, a normal life moment. You bought something, but it doesn't fit, or it's not right. You go back and say, hi, I'd like to return this. Repeat, return this. They ask, do you have the receipt? Repeat, do you have the receipt? You answer, yeah, it's right here. Repeat, right here. They say, would you like a refund or an exchange? Repeat slowly, a refund or an exchange? You answer, a refund. Please, repeat, a refund, please. Or, could I exchange it for a different size? Repeat, a different size. Now, a very natural phrase when you're not sure. I'm on the fence. Repeat softly. On the fence. That means you can't decide. Repeat. I'm on the fence. Use it in a sentence. I'm on the fence. I might come back later. Repeat slowly. I might come back later. Now imagine you're ordering food again, but this time it's takeout. You call or use an app. You say, "Can I place an order for pickup repeat?" For pickup, they respond, "Sure, what can I get you?" You say, "I'll do the rice bowl, please." Repeat, "I'll do the rice bowl." They ask, "Anything else?" Repeat, "Anything else?" You answer, "That's it." Repeat, "That's it." They say, "It'll be ready in 20 minutes." Repeat, "Ready in 20 minutes." You reply, "Perfect. Thank you." Repeat, "Perfect. Thank you." Now imagine you're on a quick phone call with a friend while you walk. They ask, "Can you talk?" Repeat, "Can you talk?" You answer, "Yeah, but just for a minute. I'm heading somewhere." Repeat, "Just for a minute." They say, "No problem. I'll be quick." Repeat, "I'll be quick." They ask, "How have you been?" Repeat, "How have you been?" You answer naturally, honestly, "I've been a little stressed." Repeat slowly, "A little stressed." They say, "Yeah, what's going on?" Repeat, "What's going on?" You respond, "Just work, just life." You know how it is. Repeat, "You know how it is." Now a supportive phrase. I hear you. Repeat softly. I hear you. It means I understand how you feel. Repeat, I hear you. They say, "We should catch up soon." Repeat, "Catch up soon." You answer, "Yeah, I'd like that." Let's plan something. Repeat, "Let's plan something." Now you end the call. You say, "All right, I've got to go. Talk soon." Repeat, "Talk soon." Now breathe in and out. Let's do a calm listening flow. No pressure, just absorb. What time is it? Okay, I've got time. Let's take it slow. Looks like it might rain. I brought an umbrella just in case. Do you have an appointment? Yes, it's under my name. Could you fill this out? Sure. I need to reschedule. What day works for you? That works. I'd like to return this. Do you have the receipt? Would you like a refund or an exchange? A refund, please. Can you talk? Just for a minute. I hear you. Let's plan something. Now let your mind rest again. If you're still here, you're building real-life English, the kind you actually use. If you want more sessions like this, subscribe to English in Motion so you can keep this as part of your routine. Now stay comfortable. In the next stretch, we'll move into more advanced everyday speaking. The natural phrases people use when they're explaining, clarifying, telling stories, and reacting in real conversations, so your English feels effortless and real. Now we go a little deeper, but still everyday. This is the kind of English people use when they explain things, clarify, react, and tell small stories. Nothing fancy, just real. Keep your body relaxed if you want. Repeat softly if you're sleepy. Just listen. Imagine you're at work or in class, and someone says, "Hey, can you explain what happened?" Repeat softly, "Can you explain what happened?" You answer naturally, "Yeah, so basically, the file didn't upload." Repeat. So basically is a common way to start an explanation. Repeat again. So basically. Then you add, "I tried again, but it kept failing." Repeat. It kept failing. Now a very natural phrase. It turns out. Repeat softly. It turns out. Use it. It turns out the system was down. Repeat. The system was down. They ask, "Did you fix it?" You answer, "Not yet, but I'm working on it." Repeat. I'm working on it. Now you want to be clear. You say, "Just to be clear, it's not finished yet." Repeat slowly. Just to be clear. That phrase is extremely useful. Repeat. Just to be clear. Now imagine someone didn't understand you. They say, "Wait, I'm confused." Repeat. I'm confused. You reply, "No worries. Let me explain it another way." Repeat. Let me explain it another way. Now another common phrase. What I mean is. Repeat softly. What I mean is. Use it. What I mean is, we need more time. Repeat. We need more time. They nod and say, "Got it." You answer, "Yeah, that's the main point." Repeat. That's the main point. Now imagine you're in a meeting and someone is talking fast. You didn't catch it. You say, "Sorry, I'm not following." Repeat slowly, "I'm not following." A softer version is, "Sorry. Can you walk me through that?" Repeat. Walk me through that. That means explain step by step. Repeat. Walk me through it. They say, "Sure. First, we collect the data, then we review it." You reply, "Okay, that makes sense." Repeat, "That makes sense." Now another reaction that's very natural, that checks out. Repeat softly. That checks out. It means it seems correct. Repeat. That checks out. Now imagine you want to add your opinion politely. You say, "From my side, I think we should keep it simple." Repeat. From my side. Or, in my opinion, this is the best option. Repeat. In my opinion. Now imagine you don't fully agree, but you want to stay respectful. You say, "I see your point, but I'm not sure it'll work." Repeat slowly, "I see your point, but." That's a very common structure. Repeat, "I see your point, but." You can also say, "That's fair, but what if we try this instead?" Repeat, "That's fair, but." Now, a helpful phrase when you want to suggest something. What if we? Repeat softly. What if we? Use it. What if we push it to next week? Repeat. Push it to next week. Or, what if we do a quick test first? Repeat. A quick test. Now imagine the conversation ends and you want to reconnect later. You say. Let's circle back tomorrow. Repeat slowly. Circle back. Circle back means talk again later. Repeat. Let's circle back. Now move into a real-life situation outside work. Imagine you're asking for directions in a city. You walk up to someone and say, "Hi, sorry. Do you know where the nearest subway is?" Repeat slowly. Do you know where the nearest subway is? They answer, "Yeah, go straight. Then take a left at the second light." Repeat, "Go straight. Take a left." They add, "It'll be on your right, across from the pharmacy." Repeat, "On your right, across from." You say, "Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it." Repeat, "I really appreciate it." Now imagine you still feel unsure. You ask, just to confirm, "It's past the coffee shop, right?" Repeat softly, just to confirm. They say, "Exactly." You reply, "Perfect. Thanks again." Repeat, "Thanks again." Now imagine you're telling a friend a small story, something that happened today. Your friend asks, "How was your day?" You say, "Honestly, it started off rough." Repeat, "Started off rough." Then you add, "But it got better." Repeat, "It got better." Now, a very natural storytelling phrase. "Here's the thing." Repeat softly. "Here's the thing." Use it. "Here's the thing. I forgot my charger, so my phone died." Repeat, "My phone died." Then you say, "And then I missed my stop." Repeat, "I missed my stop." Now, another storytelling phrase. "Next thing I know." Repeat slowly. "Next thing I know." Use it. "Next thing I know, I'm on the other side of town." Repeat, "On the other side of town." Your friend reacts, "No way." Repeat, "No way." You answer, "Yeah, I'm not even kidding." Repeat, "Not even kidding." Then you say, "Long story short, I was late." Repeat slowly. Long story short. That's a common phrase to summarize. Repeat, "Long story short." Your friend says, "That's stressful." You reply, "Yeah, but it worked out." Repeat, "It worked out." It worked out means the ending was okay. Repeat softly, "It worked out." Now imagine you're on the phone with customer service, something very real. They say, "How can I help you today?" Repeat, "How can I help you today?" You say, "Hi, I'm calling about a charge I don't recognize." Repeat, "A charge I don't recognize." They ask, "Can you give me your order number?" Repeat, "Order number?" You say, "Yeah, 1 second. Let me pull it up." Repeat, "Let me pull it up." That's a very natural phrase. Repeat, "Pull it up." You find it. "Okay, I've got it." Repeat, "I've got it." They say, "Thanks for your patience." Repeat softly, "Thanks for your patience." You answer, "No problem." Repeat, "No problem." Then they explain. You say, "Okay, I understand." Repeat, "I understand." If you don't understand, you say, "Sorry." Could you clarify that? Repeat slowly. Could you clarify that? They clarify. You respond. Got it. That helps. Repeat. That helps. Now you want to be polite but firm. You say, I'd like to get this resolved today, if possible. Repeat slowly. Get this resolved. That means fixed, repeat, resolved. They say, we'll take care of it. You reply, thank you. I appreciate your help. Repeat, I appreciate your help. Now imagine a social situation. Someone invites you somewhere, but you're not sure. They say, we're going out later. You should come. Repeat, you should come. You answer, that sounds fun. Let me think about it. Repeat, let me think about it. Then you say, I'll let you know in a bit. Repeat, in a bit. If you can't go, you say, I wish I could, but I already have plans. Repeat slowly, I wish I could. Or, I'm going to have to pass tonight. Repeat softly, I'm going to have to pass. That's a polite way to say no. Repeat, pass tonight. They respond, no worries, you say. Thanks for understanding. Repeat, thanks for understanding. Now practice quick reactions. These are very common in daily conversation. That's a relief. Repeat, that's a relief. Good for you. Repeat, good for you. Fair enough. Repeat, fair enough. That's true. Repeat, that's true. I didn't realize that. Repeat slowly. I didn't realize that. Now it makes sense. Repeat. Now it makes sense. Now a calm listening flow. Just listen and absorb. So basically, the file didn't upload. It turns out the system was down. Just to be clear, it's not finished yet. Can you walk me through that? Okay, that makes sense. I see your point, but what if we try this instead? Let's circle back tomorrow. Go straight, then take a left. It'll be on your right, across from the pharmacy, just to confirm. Here's the thing. Next thing I know, long story short, it worked out. Can I help you today? Could you clarify that I'd like to get this resolved? Thanks for your patience. Now breathe in slowly and out. If you're still listening, your ear is getting sharper. You're learning how real English connects, how it sounds when people explain and react naturally. Stay comfortable in the final stretch. We'll slow down even more, and we'll bring everything together with calm. Natural conversation loops you can keep listening to as you fall asleep. Stay exactly where you are. Let your eyes rest. Let your breathing be slow and easy. You don't need to force anything. Just listen. And if you want, repeat quietly in your mind. If this session is helping you relax and learn at the same time, take 1 second to subscribe to English in Motion, and later, when you wake up, leave a short comment with one phrase you want to remember. Now let's continue. Imagine a calm, normal day, nothing dramatic, just real life. You wake up and whisper, I'm awake. Repeat, I'm awake. You sit up and say, I'm still tired, but I'm okay. Repeat slowly, I'm still tired, but I'm okay. You stand and stretch. Let's get moving. Repeat, let's get moving. You walk to the kitchen. You open the fridge and say, What do we have? Repeat. What do we have? You see something simple and say, that'll work. Repeat. That'll work. You make coffee or tea and take a sip. That's better. Repeat. That's better. Now you check your phone. You see a message and think. I'll reply in a minute. Repeat. In a minute. You type, hey, just saw your message. Repeat. Just saw your message. They respond, no rush. You reply, thanks. I'll get back to you soon. Repeat. I'll get back to you soon. Now imagine you step outside. Someone passes by and says, hey, how's everything? Repeat. How's everything? You answer, pretty good. Can't complain. Repeat. Pretty good. Can't complain. They say, good to hear. You respond, yeah, same to you. Repeat. Good to hear. Same to you. Now you're on your way. You realize you forgot something. You stop and say, hold on. I forgot my wallet. Repeat slowly. I forgot my wallet. You go back, grab it, and say, okay, now I'm good to go. Repeat. Good to go. That phrase is everywhere. I'm good to go. It means ready. Repeat again. I'm good to go. Now you arrive at a cafe. The barista looks up. Hi. What can I get you? Repeat. What can I get you? You answer. Could I get a cappuccino? Please repeat. Could I get a cappuccino? Please. They ask. For here or to go? Repeat. For here or to go? You say, to go. Please. Repeat. To go. Please. They ask. Anything else? You respond. No. That's all. Repeat. Anything else? That's all. They say, it'll be ready in a couple minutes. Repeat. A couple minutes. You answer, great. Thank you. Repeat. Great. Thank you. Now you wait, someone nearby says. It's busy this morning. Repeat. It's busy this morning. You reply, yeah, everyone's out today. Repeat. Everyone's out today. They smile. At least the coffee's good, you say. Right. That's what matters. Repeat. That's what matters. Now you take your coffee and head out. You look at the sky and think. It might rain. Repeat. It might rain. You add, I'll be careful. Repeat. I'll be careful. Now imagine you arrive at work or class. Someone waves, hey, you're here early. Repeat. You're here early. You answer, yeah, I figured I'd get a head start. Repeat. Get a head start. Now someone asks you for help. Can you take a look at this? Repeat. Take a look at this. You answer, yeah. Give me a second. Repeat. Give me a second. You look and you say, okay, I see the issue. Repeat. I see the issue. You explain calmly. It's not loading because the link is wrong. Repeat. The link is wrong. They ask, so what should I do? Repeat. What should I do? You reply, just update the link and try again. Repeat. Try again. They say, oh, got it. You answer, yeah, that should fix it. Repeat. That should fix it. Now, imagine you made a mistake earlier. You say, "That's on me. I missed it." Repeat slowly. That's on me. That's on me means it's my responsibility. Very natural. Repeat. That's on me. You add, "I'll take care of it." Repeat. I'll take care of it. Someone responds. "It's okay." You say. "Thanks. I appreciate it." Repeat. I appreciate it. Now imagine you're planning with someone. They ask, "Are we still meeting later?" Repeat. Still meeting later. You answer, "I think so, but let's play it by ear." Repeat slowly. Play it by ear. Play it by ear means decide, depending on how things go. Repeat. Let's play it by ear. They say, "Okay, just keep me posted." Repeat. Keep me posted. You respond, "Will do." Repeat. Will do. Now imagine you're hungry again. A friend says, "Do you want to grab something to eat?" Repeat. Grab something to eat. You answer, "Yeah, I could eat." Repeat. I could eat. They ask, "Any preference?" Repeat. Any preference. You say, "I'm easy." You pick. Repeat slowly. I'm easy. That means you don't mind. Repeat. You pick. Now you're ordering. The cashier says, "What can I get for you?" Repeat. What can I get for you? You answer, "I'll take the chicken wrap." Repeat. I'll take the chicken wrap. They ask, "Do you want fries with that?" Repeat. Fries with that? You say, "No, I'm good." Repeat. I'm good. They ask, "Anything to drink?" You say, "Water is fine." Repeat. Water is fine. Now you sit down. Your friend asks, "How's your day going?" Repeat. How's your day going? You answer, "It's been a lot, but I'm managing." Repeat slowly. I'm managing. They say, "I get that." You reply, "Yeah." One thing at a time. Repeat. One thing at a time. Now imagine the day ends. You're heading home. You open the door and say, "I'm back." Repeat. I'm back. You drop your bag and whisper, "I need to sit down for a minute." Repeat. Sit down for a minute. You take a breath and think, "I'm going to take it easy tonight." Repeat. Take it easy tonight. Someone asks, "Do you want anything?" Repeat. Do you want anything? You answer, "No, I'm okay. Thanks for asking." Repeat. Thanks for asking. Now imagine you're getting ready for bed. You check the door. You say, "Locked." Repeat. Locked. You plug in your phone. Charging. Repeat. Charging. You set your alarm. Set. Repeat. Set. You lie down and whisper, "All right, I'm done for the day." Repeat slowly, "I'm done for the day." Now a calm conversation loop. Listen. Let it repeat inside your mind. "Hey, how's everything?" "Pretty good." "Can't complain." "Good to hear." "Same to you." For here or to go. To go. Please. Anything else? No, that's all. Can you take a look at this? Yeah, Give me a second. I see the issue. That should fix it. That's on me. I'll take care of it. It's okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. Let's play it by ear. Keep me posted. Will do. One thing at a time. I'm managing. I'm going to take it easy tonight. I'm done for the day. Now slow your breathing even more. In and out. You don't have to remember everything. Your brain learns patterns naturally, especially when you're calm. The rhythm, the tone, the simple, real responses. Let these final lines settle quietly. I'm safe. I'm calm. I'm learning naturally. English feels more familiar every day. Repeat them softly in your mind. And now, just rest.